You know that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln pennies coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend these penny. You are lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video for numismatic treasure. Let's start this. Yes, you heard that right, a tiny copper coin, one that millions of Americans have unknowingly spent, could make you a millionaire overnight. But here's the kicker, most people have no idea they even own one. Imagine finding one of these rare pennies in your loose change. What would you do with $676,000? Buy your dream home, retire early, travel the world, or maybe just pay off your gas bill? Because let's be honest, that feels like a luxury these days. But before you start searching under couch cushions, you need to know exactly what makes this coin so special and why it's worth a small fortune. Because here's the truth, most people who find valuable coins don't even realize it until it's too late. Don't let that be you. The 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny is extremely rare for one reason: it was mistakenly struck without a mint mark. While most 1980 pennies were made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, some were produced without any mint mark at all, creating one of the rarest and most sought-after era coins in modern U.S. history. But here's the catch, these rare pennies aren't just sitting in museums, they're out there in circulation, hiding in plain sight. One lucky person discovered theirs in an old coin jar, another found theirs at a flea market for just $25. That's the kind of accidental fortune we're talking about. Now here's the million-dollar question, or should I say the $676,000 question. How do you know if you have one? Check your coins right now. Here's exactly what to look for. No mint mark under the date 1980. On the obverse side of the penny, a well-defined Lincoln portrait with sharp details. A reddish or brownish hue, meaning it's still in good condition, and if you do find one, do not rush to sell it. Some collectors and auction houses are willing to pay far more than you think, especially if it's in mint condition. The right buyer could turn that $676,000 into a cool million. But here's the kicker, prices are rising as collectors scramble to get their hands on these coins. The longer you wait, the harder it will be to cash in. This is your moment, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to turn something ordinary into something extraordinary, but only if you act now. Smash that like button if you want to uncover more hidden treasures. And make sure to subscribe for more rare coin finds that could change your life. What if I told you that a single penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth over $500,000? Yes, you heard that right, $155,500 for a 1986 no mint mark Lincoln penny. And here's the kicker, most people don't even know they have it. Now, before you start digging through your couch cushions like a treasure hunter, let me tell you exactly what makes this coin so valuable and why time might be running out to cash in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It all started with a simple mistake at the U.S. Mint back in 1986. A rare batch of Lincoln pennies was struck without the traditional mint mark, that tiny little D or S you're used to seeing, gone, just a blank space where history should have been. And here's the shocking part, most of these pennies went into circulation without anyone noticing. That means they could be hiding in old jars, piggy banks, or even your loose change right now. But what makes this penny worth over $500,000? The answer might just change the way you look at every coin in your collection. Here's the secret, not all 1986 no mint mark pennies are valuable, but the ones that are, they command insane prices at auction. Let me break it down. Have you ever wondered why some coins sell for thousands while others are just spare change? It all comes down to three key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. First, rarity. These pennies were a printing mistake, which means only a handful exist today. Second, condition. If your coin is in pristine, uncirculated heap, it's a jackpot. And third, demand. The collector's market is exploding right now with people paying top dollar for rare finds, and let me tell you, prices are climbing fast. A coin like this sold for $555,000 recently. What if the next one sells for even more? What if you miss your shot at life-changing money? Now you might be wondering, how can you tell if you're holding one of these rare gems? Get ready, because I'm about to show you exactly what to look for. All right, grab your pennies and let's check. Here's what you need to do. Look for the date 1986. Easy, right? Check under the date. If there's no mint mark, you might be on to something big. Examine the condition. If it looks brand new with no scratches, or where you could be sitting on a fortune, playful tone. And hey, if it turns out to be just a regular penny, at least you've cleaned out your junk drawer. But if you do find one, you need to get it appraised. Coins like these are sold at high-profile auctions, and the right buyer could change your life overnight. So what are you waiting for? Your golden opportunity. Well, copper in this case could be right in your hands. Imagine paying off your debts, buying your dream home, or traveling the world, all from a single penny. Now here's your next step. Subscribe for more rare coin secrets. Drop a comment if you found a valuable penny, and share this video because someone you know might be holding a hidden fortune. Don't let This chance slip away. What if I told you that an ordinary-looking penny hiding in your pocket right now could be worth over $500,000? Sounds unbelievable, right? But in 1988 the US Mint unknowingly released a rare and valuable error coin that today could turn you into an instant millionaire. And the crazy part, most people have no idea it exists. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to find it, how to sell it, and why its value is skyrocketing. But be warned, miss out on this information, and you could be throwing away a fortune. It's 1988, the economy is shifting, Michael Jackson is on every radio station, and 6:42 the US Mint is producing billions of Lincoln pennies, but something goes terribly wrong at one of the minting facilities. A tiny mistake so small that it went unnoticed for decades creates one of the rarest coins in history. Now fast forward to today. One of these rare pennies was just sold for a staggering $568,000 at an auction. But here's the real kicker: experts believe many more of these hidden gems are still out there, sitting in old coin collections, forgotten in piggy banks, or tucked away in spare change jars. What if you have one right now? What if you've already spent one without realizing it? Scary thought, right? So what makes the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so insanely valuable? It all comes down to a rare minting error involving the transition from the 1988 design to the 1989 Lincoln cent. Here's what to look for: no mint mark under the date at a special transitional reverse design that features elements from both the 1988 and 1989 pennies, striking anomalies in the lettering and spacing that coin graders refer to as FG reverse variety. Hold on, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, how am I supposed to spot these microscopic differences? Don't worry, I'll break it down in the simplest way possible. By the time we're done, you'll be checking every penny in your house like a treasure hunter. Now here's where things get really interesting. If you find one of these rare pennies in great condition, it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But time is running out, more collectors are catching on, and once these coins are fully discovered, the market will eventually stabilize. So if you want to sell, here's what you need to do right now. Examine your 1988 pennies carefully. Use a magnifying glass and look for the missing mint mark and unique reverse details. Get your coin professionally graded. The best way to maximize your profit is by getting it certified by PCGS or NGC, the top grade, and companies listed in the right place. Auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. The worst thing you could do: ignore this information and let someone else cash in on your fortune. So here's the $1,000,000 question: could you be sitting on one of these rare 1988 pennies? There's only one way to find out. Check your change, dig into your old coin jars, and don't let a fortune slip through your fingers. And if you want to know about even more rare coins worth life-changing money, click on the next video now. But act fast, because knowledge is power, but only if you use it. Imagine finding a penny so rare, so valuable, that it could change your life forever. What if I told you that a simple 1989 Lincoln penny, one that might be hiding in your old coin jar, could be worth up to $676,000? Yes, you heard that right, and even better, there could be more out there just waiting to be discovered. But here's the catch: you need to know exactly what to look for before you cash in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because if you don't, well, you might be rowing away a small fortune. Stay with me until the end, because in just a few minutes you'll know how to identify this ultra-rare penny, why it's worth so much, and most importantly, how you can sell it for top dollar. And trust me, after watching this, you might never look at your spare change the same way again. But these rare Lincoln pennies, coins that are most valuable than you think, and spend these pennies. You are lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video for numismatic treasure. Let's start this. In the vast world of coin collecting, few stories captivate like that of the 1967 no-mint mark penny, a coin so unassuming, yet it has stirred the passions of collectors and investors alike. Today we delve into the enigma, peculiarities, and the reasons behind its astonishing valuations. The year 1967 was a tumultuous time in American history, marked by social upheaval and change. Amidst this backdrop, the U.S. Mint, without any mint marks, a decision rooted in efforts to discourage coin hoarding during a national coin shortage. This means that all pennies from that year, regardless of their minting location, bore no distinguishing mint marks. At first glance, the 1967 penny appears ordinary, composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. It weighs 3.11 g and features the Lincoln on the obverse with the Lincoln Memorial on the Reverse, however, it's the subtle anomalies and rare errors that elevate certain specimens from common. Collectors often seek out errors, minting mishaps that render a coin unique. In the case of the 1967 penny, certain errors triple strikes where the coin is struck multiple times, leading to distorted auctions. Another intriguing error is the cap die or mushroom effect, resulting from a coin sticking to the die and creating a bottle cap-like appearance. Such specimens are valued at approximately $25, while many 1967 pennies hold nominal value. Exceptional specimens have commanded impressive sums. For instance, a 1967 special mint set SMS penny graded $5.81 in 2014. Another red 1967 MS67 penny fetched $4.945 in 2008. These figures underscore the premium placed on coins in pristine condition with unique attributes. There's a circulating myth about a 1967 penny selling for over appears to be a conflation with other high V-value Lincolns. For example, a 1969 sled die obverse Lincoln Int in MS66 RD condition set a record by selling for $61.875. Similarly, the 1958 double die Lincoln Int broke records with a sale price of $1.136 million. These instances highlight the value of rare errors and exceptional grades in the coin collecting world. As 1967 no mint mark penny is around $2.95, are particularly interested in coins with anomalies like misaligned text or unusual coloration for aspiring grading systems, and to consult reputable sources when evaluating coins. Organizations like the Professional Coin Guarantee Corporation (NGC) provide authentication and grading services that can significantly impact a coin's value. Additionally, staying informed through numismatic publications and auctions can offer insights into market trends. The 1967 no mint mark Lincoln penny serves as a testament to the intricate world of coin collecting, where history, art, and economics converge. While not every penny holds a fortune, the stories they carry are invaluable. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious enthusiast, the journey through these coins offers a glimpse into the rich tapestry of our past. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing finds in coin collecting, a rare 1968 D Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth up to $744,000. Yes, you've heard that right, off dollars. But how exactly can a 1968 penny be worth so much? How can a coin usually worth just 1 cent fetch millions? Stick around as we explore the mystery behind this incredible find and what makes it so valuable. Let's get started. Most of us have held a Lincoln penny in our hands, but not all pennies are created equal, and certainly not all are worth a fortune. The 1968 D penny with a D mintum mark indicating it was struck in Denver might seem like just another ordinary coin from the late penny. So remarkable to understand its value, we first need to take a look at history and specifics of the 1968 D Lincoln penny. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse has the familiar design of the Lincoln Memorial. It's a coin that was billion pennies were minted in 1968 alone. Most of these pennies, of course, are worth just 1 cent, but one specific subset of these coins stands out, and we'll get into that shortly. Now, here's where things get interesting. A small percentage of the 1968 D pennies were struck with a double die error, meaning that the die used to stamp the coin had been misaligned during production, causing a double imprint of the design. Makes the penny appear as though the image of Lincoln or the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" are slightly doubled. It's a subtle yet noticeable flaw. If you know what to look for, coins with this kind of minting error are highly sought after by collectors because their rare double die errors are not common, and most of the time these misprints are processed, so only a small number ever make it into circulation. The value of a coin like this is based on its rarity, condition, and the extent of the double die error. In the late 2000s, a lucky collector discovered a 1968 double die penny that had been circulating for decades completely unnoticed by the general public. This was no ordinary penny, though the double die error was so pronounced and so well preserved that it instantly became the center of attention in the coin collecting world. It wasn't long before experts confirmed its authenticity and realized its potential worth up to $744,000 based on similar rare coin sales and its perfect condition. How did this coin stay hidden for so long? Well, the error is subtle, so it was likely missed by everyday people. It wasn't until dedicated numismatists and collectors started to closely examine revealed. So why does this 1968 D penny hold such immense value? There are several key factors that play into its extraordinary worth. Rarity, as we've only a few examples of the 1968 doubled penny exist in good condition, which makes it incredibly valuable to collectors. The fact that this specific coin managed to remain in circulation discovered makes it even more remarkable condition. The condition of the coin is another critical factor. Coins with minting errors that are also in excellent condition, free from scratchings or other forms of damage, are worth far more than those that are worn or damaged. This particular 1968 penny was found in nearly pristine condition. High demand from coin collectors always drives up prices. A coin like the 1968 double D penny appeals to serious collectors, especially those focusing on rare minting errors. When there are fewer coins available in the market, the price tends to climb, sometimes into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now you might be wondering how you can identify a 1968 double-die penny in your own collection or in your pocket change. Here's a quick guide to help you spot it. Look at the text. The most noticeable feature is the doubling of the words liberty, and in God we trust. The doubling will be faint, but if you examine the text closely you'll see that the letters are slightly shifted, appearing almost like a shadow of the original. Inspect the date. Sometimes the year 1968 itself may show signs of doubling as well, though it's much harder to spot. Use magnification if necessary. Check the mint mark. The D mint mark itself might also appear slightly doubled, although this is not always as noticeable as the lettering. If you think you found one of these rare pennies, it's best to inspect it under magnification or take it to a professional coin dealer for verification. So what's the current market value of a 1968 double-die penny? As of now, a well-preserved example of this coin has been sold for around $744,000. The value can fluctuate based on the condition, but a coin in near mint condition with a noticeable double-die error could easily fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. That it's important to note that these kinds of rare coins don't just appear every day. If you think you have one, getting it or determining its exact value to wrap up the 1968 dink penny with a double-die error is a stunning example of how a seemingly insignificant coin can be worth